Palak, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Palak. Happy birthday, Palak, to one of my all-time favorite travel companions. Palak, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Palak. Happy birthday, Palak, to one of my all-time favorite travel companions in the world. I mean, we've done Vegas, we've done the Philippines, we're going to do Singapore 2021. Clearly there isn't anywhere in this world that I wouldn't go with you. We've had so many incredible memories, from jumping off waterfalls into lagoons, jumping off diving boards into the open ocean, swimming with whale sharks, having epic 4-hour van rides the morning after Chelsea and Paul's wedding and turning it into one of the funniest bonding experiences ever. I mean, what happens in the van stays in the van. A+ team for life. You are such a phenomenal human being, and as you approach this next decade of your life, I honestly hope you just keep doing exactly what you have been doing, because I know you're going to change the world, and I can't wait to see you do it. I love you, and I am just so happy that I get to call you one of my friends. Mwah! Love you. Bye.
So it's hard to pick just one favorite quality in someone who is as talented as Palak is, but I will say, the obvious dancing aside, one of my favorite things about you is just how you put your heart and soul into everything that you do, and that you are one of the most authentic people I've ever met. So as you turn 40, as someone who's a little bit older, I will say make sure you take time to take care of yourself. We don't recover like we once used to. That is 100% true. But all joking aside, I do think the best years are to come. My favorite memory, there are so many, of course, but I think the time you had a stopover in DC and we went to the Game of Thrones pop-up bar has to be one of the best nights. So anyway, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful year, and all of the best things.
Hey, Pollock. So we were thinking about all the things that, all of our memories and all the things we admire about you. And, we've known you for so long, for 40 years, that we can come up with so many things that we decided we'll focus on a few things from the last 10 years that we remember most or admire most about you.
One of the things I love about you is your intense feeling of FOMO and how it inspires you to pick up and do what you can to be with your friends. A couple weeks after we moved into our new house in Philadelphia, we were all hanging out, and lo and behold, you had surprised us by taking a train from your conference in New York and surprised us at our door.
Yeah, but remember that time when she came to DC and then we found out over Instagram and she didn't come visit us? That one still stings.
Well, I also really love, Palak, about you is that you have really committed yourself in your career to do good by people and used your legal career for that as well.
Yeah, but then I think she sold out and now works for Mark Zuckerberg and is in the business world.
Well, one of the other things I love about you is really your commitment to making sure that we all vote blue and to getting Trump out of office and doing all that you can to ensure that we have Joe Biden as our president in 2020.
I think she was part of the Yang Gang, if I'm not recalling right. And Yang's no longer in the election. Yeah. No, really, Pollock, we really did try to come up with a list of things, and it was really, really long, things that we admire about you. You are, but at the top of the list, it's how devoted you are to your friends, your family, your community, everything around you. You have led the way in our friend circle in pretty much everything, whether it's PMS or it goes back to the Dunya days. You are always at the forefront, and we are always following in your footsteps. So we really do admire you a ton. We have so many great memories, and I'm just waiting for this whole COVID thing to end so we can, celebrate together in person. So have a great, great, great 40th birthday.
We can't wait to celebrate with you. We miss you so much. We love that you are all in on every single thing and wish we could all be there to celebrate with you today. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom. Happy remember this. Bye.
Happy birthday, Palak. It's Zanelle from Washington, D.C., and I have two favorite memories of you. One, we went out, we had an amazing time in Adams Morgan several years ago, and oh boy, we went to this awesome bar. I'll leave it there, I won't tell anybody else the details. I'm sure you remember, there's a picture of it. We had a great time. Second memory of you, we went to the Game of Thrones bar, and actually, as it turned out, it was my birthday. There was a pop-up bar here in DC that was so fun. I knew nothing about that show because I don't watch any TV, any movies. And Palak was in her element, totally living it, totally owning that throne, as she should be on. She belongs on the throne. We had such a fun time. I'll remember that always. My favorite thing about Palak is her love of life and determination. She will do anything she puts her mind to. She is so fabulous and lights up the atmosphere anywhere she is. I love you, Palak. Happy birthday to you. So excited for your 40th birthday. Can't wait to see what you do next. Here's to an amazing 40 more. Plus, of course. Love you, Palak. Take care and hope to see you soon.
Hey, Palak. I just wanted to wish you a very happy 40th birthday. And you know, my favorite thing about you is that you are someone who does not sit on their dreams. If you want to see some change happen in the world, you go and make it happen. And that is the most inspiring thing about you. My favorite memory of us is when we drove down to North Carolina together for Kaj's bachelorette. I will never find anyone else who has such great road trip music as you. Wishing you the best for the year to come. Take care.
Hey, Palak, happy birthday. I can't believe you're turning 40. You have so much to be proud of. You are an amazing person. One of the qualities that I love most about you is your ability to just connect with anyone, no matter how young, old, from different walks of life, different genders, races, everything. You know, you are a very intelligent person and you're just able to connect with all types of people in a genuine way, which I admire about you. My advice for you, I have no advice because I wish you were giving me advice. By the way, if you want to mentor me, I would love to have you as a mentor, but just continue to be you. And I'm sure that you will succeed and climb, and don't forget to bring others along with you, which I know you won't because you're really good at continuing to reach out to folks that are, you know, in need and paying things forward. So love you and happy 40th. Bye.
Anishi, what are your favorite Palak memories?
What are my favorite Palak memories? I have like a zillion. How much time do you guys have? I guess I can only share a few because I'm gonna have to share this forum with all of you. But my top favorite memory of Palak is when we were in high school and we were at the St. Mary's Fair, and we were at the top of what we thought at the time was a very scary roller coaster. And to get through our fear, we decided to belch out or sing as loud as we could an old Hindi song called Sat Samandar, which we ultimately later ended up choreographing a dance to. But we also proclaimed our love for each other as best friends for the first time, which was kind of a special moment and I'll always remember. And then one of my funnier memories of Palak is, we all know that she talks a mile a minute and usually like has the last say, and getting in a word in edgewise is kind of tough sometimes. And one of those moments was when we were intensely gossiping. I don't even remember about who anymore, but she was going on and we were all going back and forth, and whoever knew about it was just going back and forth. And our friend Amy chimed in and was like, "Who is that person?" And Palak snapped back at her and was like, "I don't have time to tell you who that is right now." And we all were like taken aback, like, oh my God, she's really taking this seriously. But that's Palak. She's serious and she's intense, and you know, when she has to say something, we all have to hear it. It's always something good. But yeah, I love her to death. She is one of my favorite people in the whole world. And Palak, I couldn't be luckier to have a best friend like you. They told us to give you some advice going into the next decade, and all I can say is keep putting that energy out there. Don't stop. We all need it. The world needs it. You're a better person for it. And yeah, you be you, and we love you. Happy birthday.
Cheers. Hey Nick, what are we doing here today? Well, we're celebrating an amazing occasion. It is Palak's 40th birthday, John.
40th birthday?
Yes, and because we're in Napa, I was thinking about Pollock, and I was thinking about her as this amazing fine wine.
A fine wine. Interesting. I think she could also be classified as a good table wine.
No. When I think about Pollock and I think about wine, I think about her as bold and robust with unwavering flavor.
Ooh, unwavering flavor is a good description. Unwavering. Although she does tend to have some good bitter notes.
Interesting, John, but that's not what I get. But I can see that because wine is a personal preference, right? So, I would say she's highly complex.
Complex, yes. She's super complex, always provides those good earthy, spicy notes.
Yes, definitely spicy. And although we don't agree on much, what we can agree on is she's definitely fruit forward.
Regardless of what we say, she does always come off with a remarkable finish.
And yes, and we can both agree that she definitely gets better with age.
She does. Happy birthday, P. We love you. We look forward to many more adventures with 50 Def. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy 40th, Pollock. We love you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey P, happy 40th birthday, and I just wanted to give one piece of advice, and that would be to drink more and talk less. I'm totally fucking with you. You talk all you want, you are a leader, you're an inspirer, and keep on doing what you're doing.
Hey, P.
You sound like she's dead.
Put that in there. All right.
Go.
So I know I'm supposed to give you some advice, and in 6 years I'll probably have some different advice, but I would just say continue to lead with your heart and take life as it comes. You're going to have an incredible journey no matter where you end up. Happy 40th birthday.
Sha part 2. All right. Yeah, take 2. Mehul, what can you think of your favorite moment with Paula's?
That's easy. When we visited San Francisco, we had the best time ever. She was a really great host, and we had a really good time just getting to know the city and spending time with her. And it's always just good times when you're with Pollock. Happy laughs. So that was one of my favorite times.
And do you have like a favorite quirk at all?
Quirk.
Well, I'll go on that. Yeah. You think about it. But I love how she interjects, constantly has an opinion, and nothing short of a very strong one. But I love her enthusiasm as anybody's cheerleader. That's one of my favorite things about her. As far as favorite memories for me goes, it's so hard to point out one with 35 years almost of history and knowing one another. But I will say that some of my favorite moments were when we were kids, because it was very innocent. We didn't have to think about responsibilities, and just staying over, doing our slumber parties, talking to people all night long, and watching movies over and over again. And the next morning, I was constantly excited about making the brown sugar toast, which my mom never did. So this sugary breakfast was my fave. What advice do you have going into the next decade?
Wow. Pollock's someone you go to get advice from, so I would just say, don't stop being who you are. You're always doing something, changing something. You're amazing to watch and follow, and looking forward to, what happens after 40.
I'm going to piggyback on that as well. I totally agree. Never change who you are. You're one of the most boldest and very kind-hearted people, and you've got a lot of energy to make change. So continue to do that. We're fully here to support it and be your cheerleaders. We love you very much and are so bummed to be missing this, but happiest birthday, and can't wait to celebrate in person.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Palak Masi. Hi, Paul. We wanted to wish you the happiest birthday. So sad to be missing it. Okay, relax. Hold on. Can you say happy? Can you say happy?
Happy
Birthday.
birthday.
Palak.
Luck.
Masi.
See.
Say 40.
40.
And how do you blow out the candles? Say miss you.
Miss you.
Love you.
Happy
Anyhow.
birthday, Palak. Sorry, sucks we can't all hang out, but we'll have to celebrate some other time.
And yeah, we're really bummed we can't be there. We love you so much. Can't believe that we're missing this huge milestone.
Yeah.
The best one yet, 40 and younger. But you'll be here in Michigan, and we'll definitely throw you a little shenanigan while you're here. Love you so much. We miss you, and hope to see you soon.
Happy birthday.
Bye, Paul.
Happy birthday, friend. I feel so grateful that you came into my life a few years ago. You are one of the most extraordinary, intelligent, generous people I've ever met. And you've taught me so much about how a single person can have a huge impact in their community and the world, especially when they bring together other intelligent, incredible people. Becoming a member of PMS gave me a group of inspiring women and leaders that I learn from, that I grow with. My favorite event was co-hosting with you when we had Jessica Jackson come over to my apartment. But some of my favorite memories are really just every time you make an introduction to someone. You speak about other people so generously, shining a light on their characteristics and their achievements and accomplishments in a way that just by meeting someone else, people feel lifted up and they feel comfortable and excited to make those connections. You are an incredible matchmaker when it comes to meeting friends and professionals. And I have so many more generous, great people in my life because of you. And I appreciate that every day. Even though you're leaving San Francisco, I don't worry about staying in touch. I'll still do your Dunya videos when you host them online and join all the monthly PMS groups. But also I know you're somebody who keeps people in your life for your whole life. And that means a lot to me that I don't have to worry about losing that relationship and friendship. This is your 40th year, which I know is going to be the best year because it's the year we're going to vote Trump out of office. And I feel more confident that we can do that because I know people like you will do everything in your power to make sure the right people are leading our country. I hope that today, as you celebrate your birthday, you reflect back upon all of the impact you have had in the world, all of the people that are better for having known you, and just want you to know how grateful I am that you're my friend, my mentor, and you're a fighter with me. Thank you for sharing your life with me. Happy birthday.
Let's talk about Palak and sleep. My favorite quirk about you is that you don't sleep. My advice going into the next decade is get some sleep. And my favorite memory is all of us having a sleepover and me, of course, being the first to fall asleep and you being the last. In fact, you probably stayed awake the whole night. And that's because whilst the world is sleeping, you are busy planning and preparing and making things happen. You're changing the world. That is how you were born. That is what drives you, and that is what is going to make the next decade absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see all of the incredible things that you are going to achieve, and what the next decade has in store for you and for all of us in our friendship together. Happy birthday.
Palak, happy 40th birthday. I'm absolutely thrilled that we're on the same coast and we're able to celebrate this day together. I'm also really happy that we're probably going to be celebrating a lot more birthdays together since we're moving to the same coast. Anyway, when I think about our friendship, I can't really think of a favorite moment. We've had so many, whether they've been like DDT in the middle of the night, whether they've been like drunken afternoons, whether they've just been like learning about what each other does and helping each other out. I think of you as one of my closest, but also one of my most valuable relationships, really across the board. When I think about favorite moments, the first thing I really think of, though, is that we were meant to be friends from day one. Since Mickey, your friend in high school, and my first good friend in college, she mentioned your name when she and I became friends because I apparently reminded her of this random girl she went to high school with. And then the following year, when you were a freshman, we sat next to each other at the ISA mass meeting. Unbeknownst to either of us, I asked you for a pencil, and then the rest is history. Again, so thrilled. I don't know what my life would be like if you weren't around. When I think of advice for the future, I don't know. I'm not that much older than you, so I don't know if there's much advice I can give you, other than maybe advice that I give myself, that there's no template for success, right? That there's no one specific way that we can be successful and that we can find joy and that we can support each other in happiness. And I look forward to learning every day what my idea of success is, and I know you do the same. This won't be the last conversation that we have about this sort of thing, but until next time, whether it be a day from now, weeks from now, or maybe 5 minutes from now, happy 40th birthday. I love you, P. You're the best.
Happy birthday, Palak Masi.
Happy birthday, Palak. Some of my favorite memories with you have been definitely dancing, whether it was coming to your awesome Dunya classes or dancing at Samit and Archana Sangeet. Those were such great times. I'd like to say some of my favorite qualities about you is your drive to make the world a better place, but also to inspire other people to do the same. And that's really what you've done with PMS. So thank you for giving us all the opportunity to get involved with that. I hope you have a great birthday.
Some memories that stick out are the trip we took to New York when we were in college, when 10 of us stormed your apartment, and then the excellent Sony's 30th birthday celebration in Napa. Keep on being yourself, Palak. I know the next decade is going to have great things to come. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Palak Masi.
Happy birthday, Palak.
Some of my favorite memories with you have definitely been with dancing, whether it was coming to your awesome Dunya classes or dancing at Samit and Archana Sangeet. The qualities I love most about you are your drive to make the world a better place, but also to inspire others to do the same. And you've really done that with PMS, so thank you for giving us all the opportunity to get involved. Hope you have a great day.
Some of my favorite memories, Palak, were storming your apartment in New York City when we were in college, and then hanging out in Sonoma for Sony's 30th birthday. Have a great day. We know the next decade is going to have great things to come for you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I like that Masi has so much love to us.
I like that Palak is always in a good mood. Come on.
What do you like about Masi? I don't know. No.
Is she kind?
Yeah.
Does she teach you?
Yeah. Is that what you like about her? Yeah.
She's fun. Okay. All right.
No, Daddy.
I like that Palak Masi always lets us win at board games.
I like Palak Masi's wardrobe as displayed here. Jokes. I love you as a sister, or the most caring person, caretaker, always giving us bragging rights. And we love you because you're the best Masi in the world. Right, guys?
Yeah!
Happy birthday, P. I really wish I was with you celebrating, and I'm sorry that I'm not. But I'm wishing you the most amazing next chapter of your life, and I just know it's going to be the best for you. The quality or quirk that I like most about you is your quality of openness. You're always open to meeting new people, to doing new things, and I was so proud of you last year, a couple years back, when you went on your own to Cuba. I mean, that was just amazing, and I really, really hope that you keep on doing that these next few years. My favorite memory with you has got to be something to do with Dunya. Like, I think that's really what it comes down to. When I think of you, I think of, me coming back to myself and everything that you everything that you did to help that. It was just so amazing. And I'm so appreciative of our friendship and that, we can just be ourselves in front of each other. And, it means so much to me. My advice going forward into this next decade for you is to just continue to be as open and, take risks and just be true to yourself. So in any case, happy birthday. I love you tons. I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye.
Hi, P. Happy birthday. I'm so happy for you. I wish I could be there to celebrate. I'm here in my dining room in Pound Ridge, New York, because apparently we are old enough to have formal dining rooms now. Anyway, I just wanted to say my favorite thing about you is that you're so great at bringing large groups of people together and making everybody feel welcome and have fun. And that my favorite memory is when you convinced me to do a surprise visit to SF, and I met up with you, and we were all excited to see everyone and surprise them, and then they were just confused as to why I was there. And finally, I know I'm not qualified to give you advice because I get my advice from you, but I'd say to continue to be courageous because it's always paid off hugely for you, and maybe to consider taking a path you never thought you would take, and see where it leads. Happy birthday, P. I miss you so much. I love you. Bye.
My absolute favorite memory of you, Palak, is the time that we met and you became obsessed with the Massimo Dutti black jumpsuit that I was wearing at Priya's birthday. And you proceeded to ask me where I got it, and we ended up meeting in this kind of like pseudo drug deal pass-off in Civic Center. Gave it to you. You ended up going on a ridiculous saga-filled trip to Spain, I think, where you were running around trying to find it, and going to different stores. And I just remember you telling this whole story to me, and I thought, this woman knows what she's after. She knows it, and she goes and she gets it. And I just love that. And it just is such a testament to me also of the incredible communities that you created in SF between Dunya and PMS, and what an amazing impact that's had on my life personally, even though I'm no longer there. So thinking about you on your birthday, wishing you all the best, and I know you're going to go off and do incredible things in Michigan and beyond this year.
So happy birthday, Palak. I am just so thrilled to be your friend and to know you and to work with you all these years on so many different issues. I'm so thrilled that many of our beliefs are aligned, and so what quality or quirk do I love about you? I love that when you're really passionate about something, that you don't just like tiptoe into it. You like jump right in, and you just put a lot of energy and excitement as well as professionalism, and you kind of get everybody else kind of like worked up and like, yeah, we can do this. And I always feel very inspired by you to work harder, do better, do more. And I actually don't know where you get all your energy from. Um, I just wish I had more time. That's, I think, the problem that we both have. My favorite memory of you, I guess, there's so many of them. Probably like all the stuff that we did at Napaba. I remember when you were very empathetic towards our solo small firm committee when there was that like big change, and you really, helped us navigate. And I think, that's really where we became good friends. And I'm so glad that we're still good friends, and I've gotten to meet your family as well. So what's my advice? I mean, I can tell you the 40s are a really great time, especially for women, because I think at that point we're really realizing how actually wonderful we are and how capable and smart we are. And we kind of understand better like what we like, what we tolerate. We don't really feel like we need to like live up to anyone else's expectations but our own. I mean, and I will be honest with you, like I just speak my mind. In my 40s, like I really didn't care that much, and as I get older, I care less and less about what people think. I care more about what is my individual impact on the world, which is, I believe, pretty much is what you think about and what you care about. So I'm wishing you a really happy, happy, happy birthday. I wish I could see you and give you a big hug. I miss so many people. I'm bummed that I probably won't see you for the next Napaba conference. I'm not actually sure when I'm going to see you, but I'm excited that you're getting at least closer. Michigan is closer to Illinois, so maybe road trip. But happy, happy birthday. I am so proud of everything you've done with PMS. I'm so excited about it. I'm so happy to be part of it. I'm happy to be part of anything you do, because I know if you're doing it, it's for a good cause, it's a good reason, and I trust your judgment. And I wish you a very, very happy 40th birthday. I can't even believe it because you still look like you're in your 20s to me. And I am really, really excited to see what the new decade brings for you. And hopefully I can be there to help you as much as I can, and that we can continue working together. And anyway, I know things will be great. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Palak. I can't believe it is July already, and what a year it has been. But it is made so much better by your birthday and your presence. And I'm so excited that we get to celebrate somehow, some way with you before you go. I don't have much advice for, your years after this, but I will say some things that I do want to see in your life. I want to see you run for office or run for something. I think you are just the ideal person that we need leading us in so many ways. We've seen that in your work with PMS and Dunya, and just everything that you do. You are such a leader, and your voice at the table is so important. So I can't wait to vote for you for something one day, or campaign for you, or just root for you in all the ways possible. And then I hope that you won't be in close proximity to us anymore, or to me anymore, but I know that you'll come back to the Bay, because how could you not? But I hope that our kind of WhatsApp chronicles still continue, and that we're still really involved in each other's lives. And I hope that you can count on us to celebrate your successes, but also to be there when things feel hard, or when we fail. So I think there's power in all of those, and I have no doubt that we will keep in touch no matter where we all are, and that we will have lots of epic trips to visit each other in the future that will be so special. And have such a good birthday. This is such a weird angle. I'm not good at selfie videos. Have such a fun birthday. I really hope I can be there, but we will see what happens. And we love you a lot, and wish you all the best. Bye.
Palak, happy 40th birthday!
I wish I could celebrate with you. I'm so excited for you to bring in a new decade. My wish for you is to be more of you every day, unapologetically you, because you are sincerely one of my favorite people that I have ever met. I think I loved you from the first second I met you because of how welcoming you are, how kind you are, and the goodness you exude. You're just someone who wants to do good. And that phrase that the world will be a better place with more people like, that's completely you, my friend. So I just wish you all the best in this new decade, and I wish the world more of Palak. God bless you. Happy birthday. Love you.
All right, here we go. Trying to work on my posture here, since I'll be sitting down for this whole 1 minute video. It's already good. I'm already like 10 seconds in, so at least there's no time limit. At least I hope not. What quality or quirk do you love most about Palak? I think there are two that come to mind that are kind of maybe on opposite ends of the spectrum, but maybe not. First is her resilience. I think that's the one thing that to me defines Palak probably more than anything else, outside of her being a leader and a myriad of other things. For me, it's her resilience, in terms of when stuff gets tough, yeah, I'll be the lending ear, or I have been over the years, but, she gets through it all the time, no matter what it is, no matter how bad the situation, no matter how traumatic, she always pushes through, and she always leads by example and has, her whole life. So, P, I commend you on your resilience. I feel like I told you that as well. It's kind of weird because, we talk, so, I told you this. But now I'm saying it in a video with a bunch of other people. I'm just going to be sandwiched in between. My t-shirt that says, I like it hot and spicy. The second thing is her goofiness, her ability to be able to poke fun at herself, to be self-deprecating, and just overall to have fun. I think my favorite thing, of course, has something to do with me vis-a-vis her. It's not about me, but I love when I make her laugh, to a certain point where she doesn't make any other noise except, it's like this old, I can't even describe what kind of a sound it is, but that's how you know it's good, that's how you know it's a good laugh. And it's probably one of my favorite things that, happens when me and Pete talk and, when the laugh gets that good. What's your favorite memory with her? Once again, if you're really friends with someone, then one thing cannot define that. Unless it's this unbelievable story, which we have a lot of. But for me, it's kind of I just started thinking about things that really, memories that we shared together. I guess one in particular that isn't one of the years, but I just remember B.O.B., before it would get started and just being in the wings right as it would get started and just being so emotional, and then finding P wherever she was and her just being equally as emotional because we're both so sensitive and such, I was going to say babies, but we are. We're criers. We cry at trailers and we get emotional and we both think we're the heroine and whatever's going on. And with my long hair, I could be a heroine, but, I think I'm the hero. So in those moments, it always felt nice to just kind of damn, we really did this. And these kids get to enjoy this and whatever we felt, most of the times nothing was said, but you could just feel the emotion and it's wow, we really did something. And then wrote down some things. And then I think another one is, it's a series of them that had to do with New York, getting macho nachos, at San Loco after Joe's Pub, sharing a room with Nihar in Sunnyside. But there's one particular thing that I guess maybe if there is one, we, in the apartment in Sunnyside, P and I, it's weird because I don't even call her P, but Paul and I painted a wall, a huge wall, stripes, all different color stripes. And it was something that we were super proud of. I mean, I was definitely super proud of, and I hope Palak was too. And we did that, and it was a big deal. And we put tape, and it was it actually looked pretty good. And then after that, all of our friends, I don't know, we had like a barbecue and we did it on the roof and people had to go through our fire escape. It was definitely kind of dangerous, but like we showed off the wall and it was like cool. And I remember as well, like a couple of days later, I bought this TV that was huge for the time. And it was like a box TV. There was no flat screen TV. So it was like huge. It was so heavy. It was silver. And then like we put it up and it was just like, wow, this thing is like, felt like I was balling, because this TV was so big. And in retrospect, it was just a box TV that was 42 inches, but it was like a thing, And so when I think about it, it's nice to share these memories with Poe that were also firsts for me, This is not a theme that these things are about me. This just happened to be that, obviously, and I've known Poe for quite some time. So that was that. And yeah, those are the things that come to mind. There are more, and I'll share them, maybe on the day of or at other things, who knows? I might even send another video, But right now, this is this. I'm already way over. So final question. What's your advice for Palak going into this next decade? Contrary to Palak, I'm not big on slogans, such as doubling down and all those, and I support her on every slogan that she has at the end of every year, or every big, event that happens, positive or negative. Because I do feel it's the work that you do on a regular basis. And yes, turning 40 is a thing. I can say that because the view is nice up here. That being said, because I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't really have any advice, and I don't want to give you something that's just BS, just to be like, fit in this video and answer this question. But then, I guess in typical Sam and Palak fashion, I guess, it would have to be something that maybe is a little contrarian. And usually it's you to me, but, I guess this will be me to you. And it's not really contrarian, it's just, I think it's time to slow down with the extracurriculars and work, and I know that's going to sound crazy coming from me. And by slow down, let's not misread that. Still do your thing, but I really feel that that's the key to, finding that partner and, just kind of like having a little more free time, to do nothing. Because I think I was just thinking about, I feel like that's the thing that's going to open up to meet that other person or whatever. And it's not like you're scheduling people in already. I get it. But I just feel like the mental space at times to do nothing and to not fill up the time that is free, and sometimes just let it be. To enjoy whatever it is, or to be unsure in that moment, whatever it is, just to like slow down a little bit. And I know you're working extremely hard and the new job is off the hook, and but I guess that would be my advice in your 40s, in a way of like, slow down and kind of like, let me take this in a little bit. And I know you take it in, and I know you're like Scanner Darkly and like, you take it all in and you're able to do 10 million things. But, sure, you can say this advice is coming from coronavirus, but it's not. It's really not, because I was just thinking about it, and I think that's accurate. I think that would do you good. Once again, this is advice, and with most of the advice that I give Poe, she doesn't listen. So I think that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm fine with giving it and you not taking it, because that will, it's just how it goes. But there's no feelings, no love lost or no feelings getting hurt. And I'm at about 8 minutes and 20 seconds, so this might be way too long. So you might just listen to this as an iPod, as a podcast on your way to work while you're walking, and no longer watch this video. I feel like anything over 1:30 is like, okay, that's it. I'm just listening to this like, you know what I mean? Like a podcast. So that's all I got. Okay, bye.
Happy birthday! What song is this?
I'll fly with you.
Whose favorite song is it? What do we love about her?
That she teaches us everything and she plays with us.
And she makes us laugh and happy.
Yeah.
Palak Masi, you know what my favorite memory of you was?
right before our wedding, you were at our house, Hapo, and you looked at my parents and you went, "Oh, is that Lund instead of Lunder?" I still laugh hysterically. I'm so sorry we can't be there this coming weekend. We love you, we miss you, and we can't wait to celebrate when COVID's over. Everybody, let's sing. Always dream that you are by my side. Oh, baby, every day and we love you. Mwah.
Happy birthday, Palak! What we love most about you is your energy and the way it radiates through everyone you meet. Thank you so much for introducing me to Post-March Salon, which has become a really important and special part of my life. Wishing you the best and brightest and most Bollywood-filled decade yet to come. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Hi, Palak. Happy birthday. I'm going to answer all 3 questions. So my favorite quirk of yours is the side commentary that you have with yourself in any and all situations when you're processing what's going on. At first, I was like, is she talking to me? But then I realized it's a dialogue you have with yourself and that it is wonderful. My advice for you as you enter your 40s is to visualize the desires that you have for this decade, what you want to accomplish, where you want to go, how you want to feel. Think deeply about all of that and visualize it, and you will make it happen. And lastly, my favorite memory with you is when we went down to Mountain View on the Caltrain to see the Game of Thrones Symphony live and experience that together. Have a wonderful birthday. I'm so excited for your journey across America and this new chapter for you. Love you.
Happy 40th birthday, Palak. I miss you. I love you. I would say one of my favorite Palak memories is seeing you on the big stage at the ACS National Convention, trying to explain to Walter Dellinger what PMS is. That was pretty good. And then my advice for coming into your 40s, or what's good about it, is you finally have some gravitas and you stop wondering who the adult is in the room because it's you. And you already are such an amazing leader, and I can't wait to see what you do next. I wish you all the best, and I hope you come back and see me soon. I love you. Bye.
Hey, Palak, I just want to wish you the happiest 40th birthday ever. I feel like you have jammed so much into the first 40 years. I can't wait to see what you do with the next 40. In terms of a favorite memory, I guess I'm imagining, remembering when I met you and Zanel in Mexico, and just feeling like I could meet this wonderful person anywhere in the world and just have the greatest time with her. So I'm sending you all of my love. I'm wishing you a very, very happy 40th birthday and way, way beyond that. Okay. Mwah.
Happy birthday from the trolls.
Oh, Palak Masi, we love you. Happy birthday.
Our hair is almost as wild as you. Not quite, though.
And one of my favorite memories is when you tried to steal the presidency of the Bossy Big Sisters Club from Malini.
And me. I'm the one now.
You're not even a big sister.
I don't care. It's the little sisters.
Okay,
We
brother.
love you.
Enjoy your 40th. You can't have the kind of party my mom had, but you can
Giant
still...
teddy bear!
But you can still have a little fun.
Malini,
Yeah,
what is your favorite quality about Palak Masi?
Well, she's energetic and fun, and she always has some good jokes. Just like me.
Oh, yeah. And my advice for you is to always stay young at heart.
But what if she wants to be old and wise like me?
Oh my God. Anyway, happy birthday, beautiful. We love you.
Yeah, girl, peace out. Mic drop.
Hi Palak, how are you? You are talented.
You're terrific.
You're tremendous.
You're top notch.
These are all amazing qualities in you, Palak. Trust me. And the only advice I would like to give you is that be the way you are and make loads and loads of memories and have loads and loads of fun.
Happy
40th
birthday. We love you.
Devika, can you say something for Palak Fi?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Palak Fi. Happy birthday to you.
Bye. We love you.
Enjoy, have fun.
Hi, happy birthday, Palak. I hope you're having an amazing day and having so much fun watching these videos, singing your praises. I am just so grateful for the fact that we've gotten so close over the last few years. I know that the match didn't quite strike initially when we first started seeing each other, obviously because you saw me and you were like, who is this bee hanging out with my best friend? But oddly enough, that is what brought us to become friends eventually, and I'm so happy that that happened, and we've gotten to know each other so much better over the last few years. When it comes to my favorite quality or quirk about you, I mean, I think there are so many. You just have such a great wit. You love to laugh at yourself and allow others to poke fun as well, which is always so great. I think that the quality that I love most about you, though, aside from sort of the fun stuff, is really your hustle and drive for life. When I think about you, immediately one of the first things that comes to mind is just how you go after things with such vigor and such passion, and you really execute so beautifully in everything that you do, whether it's getting the best dunya class out there, whether it's putting on a march, putting on a political event, putting on a fundraiser, whatever it might be. You always just tackle things with such drive that it's really an inspiration to the rest of us. Amit and I joke, like, how does Palak have so much goddamn energy all of the time? And she doesn't even take drugs. Like, is she on speed? Like, how is she constantly go all of the time and still makes time for her friends, still makes time for her family, and does all of this stuff with such grace and ease. And it's really been such a pleasure to watch, and really you motivate other people around you. So keep doing that, because I think that it's really your secret superpower, and I don't think you give yourself enough credit for everything that you do. What is my favorite memory? Obviously a ton from the bachelorette party, us being on the boat and you screaming out from the bathroom, "Mi gente!" as your song request for the DJ. A lot of memories like that that are kind of random, but I think that the memory that sticks out most to me is really how our friendship started developing more, which is coming to 1150 Folsom and having dance parties here. Just putting on music, hanging out, and having a great time, and then looking at the clock and realizing that, oh my God, it is 4 a.m. and we're still awake and dancing our asses off. So I think that's sort of my favorite memory of you, and that I'll never forget, because it just was so fun and brought us closer together, and sort of was an offshoot for so many other things, coming to Dunya, doing Dance for the Sangeet, and all this stuff that was really fun and really brought us closer together. On that note, I just want to say that you're going to be really sorely missed in San Francisco, but I'm so excited for this next chapter in your life.
I know that you're going to crush it and go after it the way that you go after everything with such passion. And I think it's great. I'm definitely going to miss you, and it's going to be sad, but I'm looking forward to visiting you for wherever you end up. And yeah, I'm just really excited for you. Happy 40th birthday, and I know that you're going to make being in your 40s look fabulous, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye, Palak.
My favorite thing about Palak is her smile. I love that she lights up a room anytime she comes in. She's so passionate about everything she does, and it's truly contagious. Thank you for being someone who always inspires me to level up, is always someone who reminds me of the things we love the most, like dancing and all the fun things we did in college. Happy birthday. I love you. And so does Ashley.
Hey P, happy birthday from DC. And thinking about all the memories that we've had together, one that stands out is the many days that we spent in an office together drinking whiskey. In retrospect, you guys gave me a lot of shit, and I think I was really a pretty good sport about it. But understandably, actually, I don't know if you remember this part, but among the things that I was doing during that period was this thing called the Flito Fist. It went something like this. Walk down the hall doing that. So I haven't done that in a while, actually. But one of the reasons that those many days together and all of the others I've spent with you have been so amazing is because you have the most incredible energy that makes people want to be in any room or any occasion with you. Another instance of that I remember very fondly is when we came to visit you and we went to Napa together. I know that it was actually a time when you were struggling a little bit, but I think that's one of the reasons why it's so impressive, because despite that, you brought so much fun and so much happiness to the occasion, and it's probably the only time that we'll get LaShawn to come travel with us. So I want to wish you the happiest birthday. I hope I get to see you at some point in the future when it's still this year to celebrate. Happy birthday.
My favorite quirk of Palak's is the way she uses her hands and gesticulates when she's speaking. No, I'd say it's her spirited enthusiasm, or spirited curiosity and enthusiasm for things, and the way in which she shares that with other people. Palak is the ultimate hype woman, and whether it's a person or an idea, a movement, something that she believes passionately in and thinks we should all know about, she definitely puts it on the map for people and keeps us all in the know of the things that, again, we should know about. And so I don't have advice for her necessarily for this next stage in life, but I do have a hope. And it is that she does that for herself as she meets new people and moves into new places, that she brings all of the passion for the things that she's done, the organization she's been a part of, with her, and shares it with the people that are yet to come into her life. Not as a resume or to be boastful, but truly as a gift to the people that have yet to meet her and to truly know her in this way. So yeah, that's a hope for her, for me. Favorite memory with Palak, it's more of a condition. I think it's a setting, and my favorite times with Palak have similar through line. It's usually at Sony's, late at night. Most people have left or gone to bed, and we sit up chatting, reopening all the Tupperware of food that we just spent so much time putting away, and yeah, doing, as we like to call it, Guspus.
Of course I have to have the good filter here. So Palak, I love you. Best thing I love about you is your curiosity. You have such a passion for life, and you're curious about adventure, spontaneous events. I've had the pleasure to travel with you, be a part of your curiosity, and I'm here for it. I don't really have too much advice for your 40s because I'm not quite there yet, but just be yourself, be who you are, and that's it, you know? Don't care what other people think. Lastly, my favorite memory of you was with me and Paul playing Shithead, the card game, on our way to Edinburgh from England. That was the best, and you're so funny. And there's lots of memories. My bachelorette party, tons, but that one was...
Hey, Palak, happy birthday. I'm so excited that you're joining us in your 40s. in our 40s. This is gonna be your time. This is gonna be your decade. It's a decade of flow. It's a decade that's gonna continue the last couple of years you've had where you found your flow, be able to create so much space with such love and with such energy and joy for all of us to join you in. I have so many memories, and I keep going back to that night in New York with all your dancing friends who I just got to meet, and and how it was just your happy place, to be able to be around people who can boost that energy, who can join you in it, who you can actually create harmonies with. That's what you've been doing, and so I'm so thankful for the community that you created, for the ways in which you're guiding us and grounding us, and I can't wait for what's to come. I'm real blessed to be your friend, and I just wanted to share all the joy with you right now that you can possibly have going into this next decade. Lots of love, and you're a beautiful, talented, extraordinary person. So psyched for you. Bye.
So, what are some of the traits that I really admire about Palak? Well, there are so many of them, actually. One of the things that I love the most is that she just will do anything. Like, she's no holds barred. She's willing to try anything whatsoever. And this is quite evident by our numerous trips that we have just taken for 24 hours since I've moved to the Bay Area. I love that Palak is also very persistent, and when she believes in something, she is full force and puts her whole heart into it, and I don't think that many people have that ability. A lot of people say that they will do things, but Palak is actually a doer, which is funny because it's like dunya doer, but Palak is the definition of somebody that actually will do things. Now, happy birthday, Palak. I hope you have the most amazing 40th birthday. I know this isn't the most ideal situation for you, but I know, knowing you, that you will make the complete best out of this, and it will be such an amazing time. Happy birthday, P. Love you. Okay, so most memorable moment with Palak. Right off the bat, there's two of them that I can think of. The first one was our Jennifer Lopez Las Vegas 24-hour trip with innumerable outfit changes and just so many fun moments from that entire trip. And then the second moment that actually comes to my mind, which I don't even know if Palak remembers this time, is many, many years ago when we were in downtown Detroit. We were both visiting from our respective cities that we were living in. I was in Chicago, and I believe Palak was in DC, and or maybe she was in New York, and we both were just speaking about different issues that we were having in our lives at that time. And all of a sudden, there was this Remy Ma song that came on, and the song was called I'm Conceited. And because of the evolution of our conversation at that time, we then decided to take upon that song to be our new anthem. And it kind of was like a forget about it, this is for us, we're badass bitches, and no matter what happens, I'm conceited, I got a reason. So ever since that moment, Palak and I have used that song to mean all sorts of different things for us, but it's one of the songs that every time I hear anywhere, it instantaneously makes me remember her and think about her, and puts a smile automatically in my face because we just were on top of the world at that time, and it's just one of the funniest songs, actually. So I love you, Palak. Happy 40th birthday.
Happy 40th. So happy for you. Just wanted to quickly list off some of my favorite memories and moments. Obviously, Bunga team at Michigan, Mafia nights in New York, all the trips, DC, Vegas, all the famous sayings, whether it was Gurukul or you naming me, Goyala in Michigan, and who can forget, we're getting married. And then obviously all the conversations about Star Wars and Game of Thrones and X-Men, which got me thinking about your superpower, which I think through all these experiences, you've been the one who has connected me to so many people and so many new friends, and it's just been amazing of all the different people I've been able to meet through you. So really happy and excited for you, and wish you nothing but the best on this 40th birthday. So again, happy birthday, and hope to see you soon.
P, as a veteran member of the 40 Club, I thought I'd give you some advice as you enter your 40s. Although I don't think you need much advice, as I think your transition is going to be quite seamless. First, continue to cultivate your passion, whether it's politics, activism, Game of Thrones, keep doing you. Secondly, continue to stay active, whether it's dunya, all forms of dance, hikes, or running in short shorts. Lastly, don't take life too seriously. Keep on laughing. Hope you have a great birthday, P.
Happy birthday, Paula. Cheers to you. As I think about our years we've spent together, I reflect back on one of the traits that I love the most about you. And hands down, it's your passion. And not only is it your passion, but how your passion is infectious. Ever since childhood, when you brought me in and taught me to love my religion, to starting our dancing days where you mustered up the courage for me to try out for Dance to Success, and then kind of most recently being active in politics, starting PMS. The track record is long, and it just kind of goes to show how you're able to influence those around you, and I'm really grateful for having those experiences and sharing that with you. So enjoy your birthday. So sorry we couldn't be there with you, but one day we will celebrate. We love you, and happy 40th. Cheers.
Happy 40th birthday, Palak.
Happy birthday, Palak.
Yay. So one of my favorite qualities or quirks about you, and there are many, is your ability to basically function on no till very little sleep. I think I have really, really fun memories of our sleepovers from early on in our first hotel room with Binish and Nina at Neil and Nirali's wedding, to even our most recent times in San Francisco. Like, you just stay up late chatting, and I always want to sleep, and then you're up early in the morning ready to go. What happened? Am I already at a minute?
I just had a funny memory. So I think my favorite quality about you, Palak, is by far and away your passion. It's always been your passion. Everything that you do in life, you do it all in, and we've always loved that about you, and we still do.
Yeah, it's really hard to stay to a minute, by the way, Samit and Archana. Like, this is going way over. Yeah. I also love your dancing qualities. Let's put that out there. I think
we're going to give this video in the style that Palak would give it, so just kind of tangential.
Yeah, like tangential. We're just going to keep talking.
But it's too much to say.
Cut us off when you need to.
That's right.
So dance as well. I think you're an amazing dancer, and I really enjoy and love that about you. Okay, so number two.
Unique to us. Sorry, keep going.
Number two is advice as you enter your 40s, since we're so much older and wiser. So I'll let Neil take this one since he's so old.
Well, I think actually all the advice we would give you, you have surprisingly already followed. So we're following your advice. So one would be stay fit, to pay attention to your health, and you're leading all of us in that with Dunya. So thank you for that, but continue on with that. The second would be to continue to take risks in life. I feel like your 40s is your last chance, and we know that you make the most of all your opportunities and moving across the country for new opportunities, and we can't wait for that. And then the last thing
the last thing, which is like, just be closer to your friends and family selfishly, and you're already doing that. We're super excited to have you much closer.
Friends and family are key.
Yeah, spending as much time with the people you love. Yeah. Okay, and the last one is favorite memory with Palak. So many. I can start. I mean, there's like me pumping your gas. I mean, I can't even, like, nobody's even gonna like get that.
That's what popped into my head when
I don't know if it's a favorite memory, but is like the memory that like pops up into my head. But also
in Binish and Nina's room.
Yeah, and it was like our mutual room. And I think just all of our time in San Francisco, like all my visits, you always made time. I looked forward to. Like, I landed and you were the first person I texted. I left, you were the last person I spoke to. Our sleepovers and just that time, like, made Neil so jealous. It was the best. Okay, your memory.
All right. Well, Palak, we've had a lot of memories together. Just thinking about this, from joy parties to vibes in college, all our fun and suffering through putting together that ISA show, and many, many other great memories, too many to recall. But I think the one that most recent and one of the most special for me is the fact that you made the effort to make it out to my 40th birthday in Napa. I remember when Pooch told me that you were going to take a flight at like 5 a.m. to come for just one day. And then we drove back to SF together. That was awesome. It meant a lot to me that you did that. And I think that's reflective of the type of person you are. You're all in, and you'll do anything for your friends. And we had fully intended to celebrate with you in person and to make your 40th amazing. And we will plan to do that at some point soon. But in the interim, this video will have to do. So
happy birthday.
Happy
We love
birthday.
you.
We love you.
We're super excited that you're moving closer. We will celebrate properly, but we hope you know how much we care about you. All right?
All right, 4 times the length that we were supposed to be.
That's
awesome.
okay. In true Palak form. Bye, Paul. Bye.
Hey, Palak, happy 40th. So instead of sharing a memory with you or give you some sort of advice, we thought it'd be fun to rehash your life. So here it goes.
Now, this is a story all about how Palak's life got turned upside down. So I'd like to take a minute and sit right here and tell you all about Palak's past 40 years. In the burbs of Michigan, where she was grown and raised, dancing for Raksha Dave is how she spent most of her days. Performing in Fogana and dance recitals, she soon earned herself the dancing queen title.
A couple years passed as she was off to college, making new friends and soaking up knowledge. She decided it was time to make a big move, so she created B.O.B. to find a new groove.
She danced all day and partied all night, all in the city with the big bright lights. Then it was time to make another leap, so off to DC to fight for her beliefs.
She started a new career and she was on the rise. That's when she moved west, much to her surprise. What came next was her dunya workouts, all while forming her PMS hangouts.
Now she was on the search for Mr. Right, going on first dates almost every night. But none of these men really caught her eye, so she thought, is my bar set too high?
So we stand here today as she turns 40, the girl who beats everything that comes her way.
We wish you all the best in this next phase, and we can't wait to party with you. Even COVID can't get in our way. Happy birthday!
What quality or quirk do you love most about Palak? I think Palak knows exactly the quirk that I appreciate the most. Her hand gesture game is amazing. Everywhere. A favorite memory of Palak is we were riding bikes, and a really long bike ride, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours. And I taught her how to put the pedal at the top at a stoplight so you can push and take off. And she raved about it for the longest time, for the entire bike ride. And I thought it was just so funny, so cute. What is my advice for Palak? I do not feel qualified to be giving advice, but I have noticed that in life we have very little control and very little time. So when possible, think about that when faced with tough decisions. Happy birthday.